Alright guys, this is the official prediction for Islam Makhachev versus Charles Olivera UFC 280. The betting odds currently have Charles Olivera at a plus 185 with Islam Makhachev at a minus 245. I'll go ahead and get this out the way right now. Charles Olivera should not be an underdog by this much. We've seen him finish his last 3 fights. Every single one of those guys were in the top 5. So to say Charles Olivera is almost a 2-1 is very disrespectful. However, I still don't believe Charles will win this fight. I'm just keeping it real. Charles has for sure been on an insane streak. He's a completely different fighter than he was in his early days. And many have said that it's due to his daughter being born, but I sincerely believe the lifetime wrestling and sambo from Islam will be the deciding factor in this matchup. If Charles wants to win this fight, he will have to make this fight as tricky and painful as possible for Islam during positional changes. Charles needs to throw Islam off of his game with hard elbows off his back or in the clinch moments when he's up against the cage. Now, the stand-up of Charles might be a problem for Islam at first, but if he can crack the confidence of Charles on the stand-up from a takedown threat, we might start to see Charles more worried about a takedown and get a little sloppy with the striking. If Charles does get taken down, I can see him pulling a dagger-like move and maybe almost getting a triangle of some sort, but if he can't get that triangle and Islam starts to control him on the ground using that wrestling and some ground and pound, it'll probably be over. I hate that I have to go against Charles on this one. I had him winning his last 3 fights, but the question I ask myself for this one is, if Charles Olivera gets dropped and goes into the guard position that he's comfortable in, will Islam Makhachev be hesitant to go down there, or will he go down there with full confidence in his sambo abilities that took a lifetime to learn and master? I think that will be the determining factor in who wins this fight.